So it looks like Ford has finally created its first performance SUV, and as you can see, the internet is currently exploding over it. So I'm about to cover this new SUV and everything that we know about it currently. So in case you couldn't tell, I'm actually pretty excited about this. So it is the first time Ford has created a performance SUV, and I know you're probably thinking, well, Ford has created a sport model in the past, like we saw last year with the Edge Sport, but it wasn't its first dedicated SUV out there that's built for performance. So now Ford is like finally putting it out there and advertising it, because last year, not last year, but start of the year, we saw in the auto show that it was supposed to come out in the summer of 2018, and now we're already approaching October of 2018. And so from then through the summer and up till now, we've kind of been looking out for this SUV, and we have not found it yet. It didn't come out when we were told it was going to come out. And so after all this time goes by, we have finally gotten first word on the car and what it's actually going to look like once it hits the streets. So I'm really excited to kind of see the specs they have as time goes on. We'll actually kind of see what the car is packing. But for what we know, it's ST, and we can't go wrong with ST. Now, ST has not made a bad car since ever. They've always made really good cars. They've always met the standards of the enthusiasts, and they've always really created a fun car that you wouldn't really expect it to be fun until you actually got on the seat of it. Like whether it be the Fiesta ST, the Focus ST, and now the new Edge ST. People, when they saw this new car coming out, they're thinking, well, it's a Ford Edge, it's nothing more. But if you actually get videos and do more research on it, it's actually a really nice car, and I'm really excited to get behind the wheel of one eventually, hopefully, maybe, but I'm excited. So we'll just kind of stop talking, I'll stop rambling on, and kind of get more detail on why you're watching this video. So now with me today, I brought some notes, and I'm going to kind of go into more detail and touch on the big things that people are really looking forward to with this SUV. Right off the bat, we're getting a twin turbo V6 that packs around 335 horsepower and 380 feet-pound of torque. Now that's actually really nice for a car. And so one thing I'm really excited to see with this is that Ford's finally catching up with the game. Now for all their sport models, you know, the Focus, Fiesta, and obviously the Mustang, it has always been, well, Ford enthusiasts and just car enthusiasts in general have always been waiting for Ford to create its SUV, and now it's finally come, and it's really, in my opinion, from what I think personally, I think they're doing a great job, and they really met the standards and what people expected the new SUV to be. But the thing is, one of the big things I've noticed is that people, they see the ST badge and they see the Ford badge, but they don't like it being a Ford Edge. But if you think about it, what else can they do? You know what I mean? They can't really do a whole lot and make another form of other SUV a sport model. So I think the Edge is probably currently the best model choice for the ST. So the fuel economy has not been released yet, but based off last year, the 2017 Ford Sport, or Ford Edge Sport, I'm sorry, it was 1724. And for an SUV, with it being a midsize, that's pretty nice, but this one obviously is going to be a little more powerful and have a little more, well, it'll be heavier for sure. So taking all that into consideration, I can imagine the gas mileage will be similar or a little bit less, but that's still really great for what you're getting. And now, skipping all the gas mileage part of the video and jumping right to the transmission part, it's going to feature the brand new 8-speed transmission, which is the first time Ford's using this on one of their cars. So the 6 and the 7-speed are now back in the past. The 10-speed is still only exclusive to the Mustang. And now this new Edge ST will feature Ford's brand new 8-speed transmission. And if it's anything like the Mustang's 10-speed transmission, which I have right here, a little biased to that one, but if it's similar or like it, it'll be really, really cool to see that on an SUV. The gear shifts are so smooth, very instant, and very responsive. But with that being said, the new ST is actually going to be having paddle shifters, and these are going to be super cool. They'll be, from what I've been reading, is that they'll be a little bit different than your typical paddle shifters in cars, or Ford cars, like mine on the Mustang. They're very small and they're very close to the wheel. These ones will kind of be more like, maybe, for example, don't take my word for it, but I'm not trying to exaggerate it, but like Lamborghini, how they're a little bigger, they're not really attached to the wheel, They're a little bit farther out, and I hope it's like that, 'cause these ones are really small. But regardless of how the paddle shifters will fit on the wheel and how they'll look, this new transmission will actually feature rev matching. Now, I think that's really cool to put on an SUV. It's the first time, well, with the new 2019 model cars, a lot of the performance side of it are coming with paddle shifters for Ford. And these are really cool things to have, a really cool feature to have. When you downshift, it matches up the revs perfectly to the shift, and it sounds really cool, and it looks really cool as well. And so moving on from the technical side of things, as far as the looks and the paint go, it's actually come with a new paint code. As you saw in the video's thumbnail, it's going to be Ford Performance Blue. And that's really cool, because I don't want to get a Ford Edge ST and have a basic tan color or a white color or silver color. I want it to be a little more unique and a little more sporty to fit the SUV and all the black accents attached to the car. So my guess is on this new paint code. Ford, they released their Deep Impact Blue back in 2015, or it's been in the past 4 now, they kind of keep bringing it back, but they have that one, they have Kona Blue, Velocity Blue, and Lightning Blue, and all of these, they tend to be really similar, I'm sorry. They're all blue, with a shade of blue, whether it be dark or light, and they're all metallic. So it'll be a new color Ford has, and it's most likely to be similar to the new 2019 color, Velocity Blue. But regardless, it's gonna look really neat. I'm excited to see how it looks in like sunlight and different driving conditions. As far as the interior goes, it stays pretty similar to the past model, except the new ST model. If you get the trim with that, assuming you do, you'll actually have boost gauges on the gauge of the car. So that way, it kind of you can keep track of it. Kind of more like, it's like very similar to the performance package on the Mustang GT. You just kind of get to see more things about the car, more gauges. You can see how the engine is performing, where all the gauges are at, things of the sort. And one small thing, depending on which package you get, I believe, don't take my word for it, but it should come with Alcantara seats. So that's really cool for the ST model. So with all that being said, the new 2019 Ford Edge will be a big milestone in all of Ford's vehicles. They've had all sorts of performance cars, you know, the Raptor, the Mustang, the Ford GT, and after all these years, they'll finally have their first ever performance SUV. I keep saying SUV like Lamborghini Aventador SUV, but it'll be so nice to see one out on the streets, and hopefully I can do a video on one and kind of show you in more detail how the car looks, how it sounds, and how it functions as a performance SUV in whole. So I'm excited, I'm hyped, and I believe it's an amazing thing Ford's doing. And to be honest, I think it took them too long to do this. But anyways, thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed, please make sure to like and comment. I really appreciate that. If there's anything you want to see more, just leave a comment below. Let me know how I'm doing. If you hate the video, let me know. If you love it, let me know. We'd love to see all sorts of feedback for the video. And then if you have any more questions about the new Edge model, just go ahead and leave a comment. Just PM me. I'll put my Instagram in the bio down below. So that way you can kind of just get more detail. If I didn't cover a certain thing you wanted to hear, just let me know. And if you really enjoyed the video that much, please sub. I really appreciate that if you do. But anyways, take it easy.